I think what distinguishes someone who's really good and someone who's just playing a little bit more casually is if they know this thing here. This cancel is not real, because look at the cancel advantage at the bottom. Cancel advantage 5. Sometimes it's 4 depending on if Devora is crouching. Well, right now 4, right? I guess it's variable between 4 and 5. This cancel advantage means the amount of frames that you are in advantage of when transitioning from one frame to another. So if I have 4 frame of hit advantage and my second follow-up, my second startup is 14 frames, you do 14 minus 4 equals 10. So this means that something that's 1 frame or less, like 9 or less, is gonna interrupt this. So this means that if I do this, this is not real at all. Like the pressure of an amp or the pressure of this is not real, because every single time that Sonya shows you a ring after, you have a full combo punish available to you, because regardless, either you block the first one and she's minus 13, or you block the first one and then she has a 9 frame gap which you can just standing one out of. So this means that Sonya should technically only be able to either do this and block or YOLO something like this. And what's interesting about this move is that depending on what combo you use to special cancel this, the cancel advantage is different, right? So I showed you this is either 5 or 4, as you can see bottom left, or you can do this. Just 1, 3. Now it's 7. Now that's real pressure, right? Because 14 minus 8 equals what? Equals 6. So you would have to have a 5 frame poke to interrupt this, which is not possible. And this is pretty hard to react to because usually you're expecting the follow-up, you're expecting this, right? So this means that if Sonya does this, the follow-up is real. You have to guess between a cancel and a grab, or react in this case, not guess, or this, an amp, or a delayed amp like this. If you try to flawless block, you're gonna get smacked. So that's real. I personally never use 1, 3, and 2 ring. I know that Big Daddy G does because I like to just give mad kick out there. It's easier to hit confirm, right? You can't, if you go for 1, 2, it's not really hit confirmable. That, you know, you can't really, you react to 1, 2 hitting and then finish with 4, or 1, 2 and then DC on block and you do this. I don't think it's really realistic. Or maybe if it is, it's extremely hard. But yeah, if we look at other strings, same here, 4 frames of cancel advantage. This one is real though, 8 frames. So this is real pressure. What about this? 7 frames, this one is real. This one, 6 frames. Semi-real. No, not semi-real. A 7 frame move would punish this. So this is not real. This one is not real. Buff Sonya. This one is real. Not this one. So here's what we're gonna do. And when you punish this, you want to stand at the end. So for example, here's what Sonya is likely going to do. Right? She does this, and then she ends like that. If you stay crouched, you try to interrupt, it works sometimes, but I found that standing up is easier because you don't have that extra frame to have to stand in the animation. Or, I mean, if you just want to poke, why did my poke come out? Why is the poke getting interrupted and not the standing one? What the... Oh, maybe because it's 8 frames? It's supposed to work on an 8 frame move, but frames can be cracked in this game. Maybe I'm not buffering it properly. Oh, wow. Devora's poke 8 frames and her standing one 7 frames. Interesting. Buff this character. Anyways, right, so you see this. Sonya is letting it rip as soon as she can, and it's still not fast enough to prevent an interruption from me. So make sure that you stand, and then you punish. There you go, guys, that's it. This pressure is not real. And when I play, I always test people if they know this, because if they don't, then not only does this allow you like a different ender, but when it conditions them to expect the ender, right? And this means that since this is only -5, you get to like steal your turn after. And I've done things like twice in a row like this, right? And open people up because they didn't know that this was fake. And they kept assuming that I was going to end like this. Anyways, guys, don't let Sonya do this to you. Like, comment, subscribe, peace.